have that confidence that you rehearse your questions and you're just going there to collect your visa. Like, don't have any negative mindset or have that confidence, because it's really help. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Daniels-Ato, and I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in the US, and I pretty much talk about anything: my lifestyle, how to come to the US, F1 or student interviews, how to get admission. I basically talk about everything pretty much. This is a channel for everything. And if this is not your first time, if you're a returning subscriber or watcher or viewer, thank you so much for stopping by again. You're the real OG, and I appreciate and love you. So basically today I'll be talking about how to ace your F1 interview. F1 usually is how they categorize US students US students visas. That's how they usually categorize it, and we usually call it F1 visa. But yeah, I'll be talking about how to ace your F1 visa. And if you're applying for your visa, if you're thinking about applying to US, this is the place to be. So stay tuned. Before we go ahead, I also want to say, please don't forget to subscribe, like, share. Please share my videos, and I hope that my videos can benefit someone somehow, someday, sometime, anyhow. But yeah, let's go straight into what I'm about to say. So the first thing I would like to say first is do your research. I feel like this cannot really be overemphasized, because a lot of people feel like, okay, the US interview is pretty much a simple thing. You just go there, they will interview you. Guy, no. It is, I feel like the embassy interview is like one of the, it's not really hard, but it's just really, I don't know, it takes a lot for you to have to convince them and for them to believe you. So I would say you should really do your research and don't see it like, oh yeah, it's one of those other interviews, you'll be fine and everything. Do your research. Go on Ireland. I know when I was coming, I went on Ireland, and when a lot of other people were coming also, I sent them a link to go on Ireland to look at questions and basically follow the trend of people that have previously gone for their interview. So really do your research. Like, look for, okay, questions they asked at the embassy, look for how people answer their questions, review people's transcripts to see how you're going to frame your own transcripts and frame how you're going to answer your questions, because sometimes you really don't know the questions they're going to ask you. So you should prepare for every kind of question, as ridiculous as the question could be. Prepare for it. For example, my undergrad was in law, and I was going for my MBA in US, and they asked me, why did I go to law school if I want to do my MBA? I'm like, law school is compulsory for me. Like, after going through the 5 years undergraduate program, you have to go to law school. Like, it's part of the process of being a lawyer. And then she kept asking me, and I kept telling her the same thing. And then eventually, when the last time she asked me, I was like, okay, to make this simple, you know how when you graduate from school, you go for your youth service? That's how it is for lawyers. Once you graduate, that's how it is for law students. Once you graduate from your undergrad law school, you have to go to law school in order to have your law certificate, to be a board certified lawyer or something like that. And she was like, oh, okay, she understands and everything. So they can ask you like questions that, okay, doesn't even make sense sometimes. And even when you are giving them the answer, like, even if it's the truthful answer or something, I don't advise you to lie, but even if it's the truthful answer, they can make you think that what you're saying is dumb. And this leads me to my second point. You should have confidence. These people, they are going to stare you down. They're going to look like they won't think you're anything, basically. So go there with your utmost confidence, like, yes, I am somebody, I deserve to have this. Go with that confidence. Like, when they ask you, look them in the eye. Don't go there looking like a chicken or something, trying to like, oh, okay, I'm shaking or something. No, don't do that. Have confidence. Like, when you walk into the premises, have confidence that, oh, okay, your God, the God you serve, is backing you. Have that confidence that you rehearse your questions and you you're just going there to collect your visa. Like, don't have any negative mindset or have that confidence, because it's really help. And then when you get to the front of the lady or the man interviewing you, look them in the eye. Like, when they're asking you questions, stand on your ground, be confident, and tell them, oh yeah, so I graduated from so and so in 2015, whatever, and like stare them in the eye and answer your questions. Be confident. Don't allow your voice to like be shaking or anything like that, because they will sense the tension, they'll sense the fear. These people, I feel like maybe they are psychologists or something. They can sense when you're tense, they can sense when you're scared of something. And when you give them that notion that, oh, okay, you're scared of something, you make them feel like, okay, maybe this person wants to run, or maybe this person doesn't really know what they are saying, or they are scared, we're going to catch you. Just have that confidence. Before I move forward, please again don't forget to subscribe, like my video, and share. Thank you. The third thing I'll say is, I feel like this should actually be the first point. Get all your documents ready. Like, have the right documents. Even though you feel like, oh yeah, this document is not important, have it. Even as little as your birth certificate, because for US they don't really take any of your documents with them. I've heard of cases where they take your bank statements, and sometimes they go and find out if your bank statement is right or if it's wrong. I've not personally seen or know anyone that they've collected their bank statement. But for US embassies, they really don't collect your documents. So go with everything. Like, that should even be the first thing you do. Write down the documents, the important documents that obviously they request or you need to present. Aside that, have your supplementary documents. Supplementary documents could be like, okay, letter from your office, or your pay stubs, or what other letters? Like, just have your documents, your undergrad degree, or have everything, because you never can be too sure. And literally, like really, when they're asking you questions like, okay, so you started working for, let's say, Market Express Production Nigeria Limited, and why did you leave there, or who is your HR, or just anything, you can easily bring out a document and show them that, oh yes, I was working there. And okay, say for example, you said you were the 2014 best employee or something like that. As you're saying, oh yes, so how I achieved this role is I was able to work in my company, I was able to do this, and bring out the document. You can bring out the certificate, so they know what you're doing. Like, just have the documents ready, have the document to show as proof. Even if you don't have it, it still boils down to my second point. Have that confidence in your nonsense you're saying. Still have the confidence. Like, there's nothing like confidence. And the fourth thing I would say is show, don't tell. I think I got this. If you see this video, you know where it's from. Thank you for telling me that. I appreciate you. But anyways, show, don't tell. What I mean by show, don't tell is, when they ask you a question, brag about your experience, brag about what you've done, brag about why you feel like you deserve this. So it's just like a job interview. Like, when you're going for a job interview and they asked you, oh yes, so I see in this role you did this and you did this. Don't just say, oh yes, I did it. Like, tell them you did it, tell them the results, tell them like what you could have done. Like, just brag about it. So if they say, okay, so I see that you're going for MBA, why did you choose this course, or something, kiniko, you can tell them that, oh yeah, so currently I'm the manager of NMPC, and in my role I do this and this and this, and I feel like the having an MBA is going to help me in this, because in this in my role, when I come, like, show. Don't just tell them that, oh yeah, you are this. Tell them you're this, and in this you do this. I don't know if that makes sense. It should make sense. I think so, yeah. But basically, like, show them, brag about your experiences, brag about what you have. If your father doesn't really have, like, maybe a high place or so, brag about your father. Tell them, show them that you're in Nigeria and you know what you're doing, or show them that wherever you're from. I don't know if it's just Nigeria you're watching this video from, but basically be proud of yourself and don't give room for mediocrity, or like don't be laid back. Show everything, like give them information even though they didn't ask for it. Give them the information and everything. And the last point I would say is pray. I know if you're a Christian or if you're a believer, I would say you can't really pray enough. Just pray, and I feel like if it's yours, it's yours. And if God wants you to have that thing, you will have it, pretty much. So pray about it, like give everything to God. Thank him basically because you've gotten the visa already. Like don't forget to pray, because these things, God can help you even though you go there and you go and chew your mouth and something, because there are situations where people went there and they didn't have anything. They didn't even have a bank statement. They didn't have anything. Like it was just prayer and faith that really helped them. So you should pray to whoever you're serving. If it's God you're serving, if it's Mammon you're serving, if you're, I don't know, just pray about it and do your Thanksgiving, do your offerings and whatever. Just pray about it. And that's pretty much all about like how to ace your interview. The interview process honestly is not really difficult. I would say it's not even long. When you get there, they're going to ask you maybe maximum of 5 questions. Even the 5 questions sometimes is like too much. They're just going to ask you questions, answer them. Your interview can't really be more than 10 minutes, really. It can't be more than 10 minutes. So it's pretty much fast, it's pretty much easy, it's pretty much like this. So I'm sure you guys will do good. I'm sure you will get your visas, and I hope you get your visa. Let me not say I'm sure. I hope you get your visas, and I hope like this video has helped you or will help you in preparing for your interviews. And please don't forget to do your research, get your transcripts, get everything, prepare, ask questions to yourself. If you don't have anyone to ask you questions, you can record the question. You can use a voice note, record the question, pause it and give room for answers. You can time yourself, like, okay, this particular question can be 2 minutes or something. Time yourself, give yourself that timing if you don't have anyone. But if you have people that can ask you questions, just write down the questions and give it to them, and then when they ask you, you answer it. You can record yourself so you hear your answers and sometimes don't forget, so you rehearse those things. And if you feel like you're not confident enough, keep practicing. Really, just keep practicing. You can't practice enough. Just keep practicing. So these are all I have for you for now. I hope my video has been able to help you or will help somebody, or please share it to someone that is looking to go for their visa interviews and everything. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video. I hope you enjoyed. Again, please guys, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like and share my video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.